I woke up today and I was really just I just was really quiet these last 2 days. Normally when I wake up, like I'll just grab my phone and I'll just start listening to like apologetics, or I'll listen to like worship music. But yesterday when I woke up, I didn't want to listen to anything at all. Um, I wanted to be quiet so I could hear, like, so I can hear God Himself, to hear Yah Himself. I truly do believe that there are times where the purpose of life really does get lost in what the world throws in front of us. Like, for instance, if you open up your phone right now, you're going to be bombarded by what? News, TV, the president, wars, free Palestine. Like, it's going to be so much stuff on your phone. And it's so many things happening that's not even in front of you. Oh, Texas got a new flood warning. Florida has a new tsunami warning, hurricane warning. Like, it's going to be some type of tragedy, some type of like thing that makes you feel as if God is not working, as if He's not here, as if He doesn't care, as if He's not watching over us, as if what because of what the world circumstances are and how news and stuff portrays the world, that is so much more bad, so there couldn't possibly be God. It's so much bad happening that we forget to look at our lives and be like, whoa, Lord, you are working in so many ways in my life. You are doing so many things for me. And instead of me waking up, just appreciating you, that yes, there are things happening. The Bible never says anything about a perfect, problem-free life. It never speaks on that. It actually speaks the opposite. We all in here, every single one of y'all gonna go through something in here. But it's not what we go through. It's how we go through it. Isn't that crazy? That's not crazy to you? That like most people think that life is supposed to be this just like easy walk in the park. It's supposed to be nothing but sunshine and rays. It's supposed to be what they call the American dream. White picket fence, big old house, cat, dogs in the front yard, your wife, and then y'all just blissfully happy. And that's the exact opposite of what the Bible preaches. We are all going to go through something. But it's about when we have our good times, it's our good times. When we have our times to be joyful and celebrate, that's every day. That's not like just because things are going quote unquote good in your eyes, we just be joyful now. It's all the time, even when things aren't going so well. Imagine this. Imagine if somebody only loved you when you did good for them, when you did according to their version of what good is, right? Because everybody has their own way of feeling what good is. Some men feel like a good wife is only wife that gives up sex all the time. Some women feel like a good husband is only a good husband when they're giving them money all the time. Some people feel like your version of good is when you're doing things for them, right? Right? So when I say to you, like, sometimes this world, like, we can be so distracted by the world, by just turning on the news or turning on our Instagram, Twitter. You look at it and it just feels like everything is bad. Everything is downhill. Nothing is going good. Obviously, there's no God. Nobody cares about us. But the truth is, some of us have a lot going on for ourselves. Some of us have some of y'all right now, y'all got like you're going through your storm, right? You're going through your storm. And your storm is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. That's the world makes it seem like when you're going through a storm, it's the horriblest thing in the world. It's not. When you're going through a spiritual storm, water is what helps us grow. We're made of 80% water. So a seed cannot grow without water. A plant can't grow without water. Neither can we survive without water. So when we're going through a spiritual storm, the only problem is the winds. That's the only issue with a spiritual storm. It's the wind. The water is fine. The wind is the problem. Because when the wind is in you, you don't nobody like when air and water hitting them at the same time. Don't nobody like that. It don't feel good. What I'm saying is the world is the wind the majority of the time. You have so many good things going for you right now, but because your brain is pumped with so much of the world that you can't even see when God is actually working on you, when he's working in your life, when he's doing things that you've been asking for, but you're so distracted by the world. You're so distracted by what the news is telling you. You know what's funny? Most of the time when the news anchors get on the news and deliver nothing but bad news, they don't even care. That's the crazy part. Their lives be straight for them. They just delivering the news. Remember, they make money off delivering the news. They're not the ones in the news. They're not the ones that's out there. Like the people that I give the biggest respect to because they're seeing it firsthand are the people that are actually on the ground covering a situation. But the news anchors that be in the office, they don't be nowhere near it. They don't be nowhere close to it. And it feels like every single time we turn on TV or you turn on your phone or you look at social media or anything, it's nothing but bad stuff. And it truly is the distraction. It's a distraction. Chat, y'all have so much going on for yourselves. And a lot of times, Yahweh is doing so many things in your life. And he's blessing and he's working. But if you do not take the time to detox away from the world, to detox from social media, if you don't take the time to actually listen to what God is saying, listen to how he's trying to speak to you. He has a way of speaking to everybody. He has a way of speaking to everybody. Sometimes God will sometimes God will be just like you can actually hear him vividly, just hear his voice clear as day. Other times he'll speak to you through people. He'll give you a confirmation, like you prayed about something, one person brought it up. Then in the same day, another person might bring it up. And it's just like, wait, that's crazy. Like, I just heard somebody else this is something I prayed about. Somebody else just brought this up to me. You have to find your way to how God communicates to you. How is he trying to speak to you? You might be in your mind just thinking about something really crazy and he's trying to give it to you. But because you're not following, you're not doing certain things because you're so caught up in this going on, that's going on, this going on. Ain't no way I'm gonna get that. Ain't no way that's gonna work out for me because this person, it definitely didn't work out for them, so it's not gonna work out for me either. Now you gotta really, really hear what I'm saying. You gotta hear what I'm saying to you. God be trying to do some things in your lives, and he be trying to bless you in so many ways. But if you hard-headed or if you're hard-hearted and then you look at the world and be like, couldn't possibly be, I'm not going to reach these things because they not getting it. They not you. They not you. What God has for you is for you, but you got to be able to hear him. You got to be in alignment. So sometimes when you wake up in the morning, instead of grabbing your phone and jumping straight to social media, jumping straight to YouTube videos, jumping straight to pumping your mind up with a bunch of stuff. Sometimes it's like, take a break from that and actually sit in silence. Sit in silence. Walk outside, look up. Look at what you have right now. Because if you at your lowest right now, that means it ain't gonna get no worse. God about to work on something. It's not what you go through, it's how you go through it. It's not what you go through. It's how you go through it. If you change your perspective on how you go through stuff, if you change your perspective on how you see the situation, that a lot of times something is not working for you. Sometimes something is not working on you. It's working for you. And then sometimes things are working on you so that they can work for you. You cannot ask a trainer to get you stronger and bigger. And then when you start working out, you complain the whole time. You can't, it don't work like that. You know what you're signing up for, or you maybe need to look into it and see what you're signing up for before you sign up for it. Because when you ask God for something, it requires sacrifice. It requires dedication to it. It requires for you to step away and be like, whoa, hold on. You can't keep moving the same way you was moving before. You can't be distracted by the things you were distracted by before. You gotta change. You gotta change how you're doing things. Because in order to get where you're trying to go, you gotta change. You gotta start realizing, okay, God got a plan for me. He working some things out for me. Let me change. I gotta change this up. He working some things out for me. So if I'm trying to get where I'm trying to go, we're gonna have to change this up. If you're trying to run a marathon, you think you could just run a marathon, a 24K? You think you could just wake up and just be like, I'm gonna just do it that day. I ain't gotta work. I ain't gotta train for it. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. When you want to achieve something, it requires sacrifice. It requires training. It requires focus. And when you ask God for it, you say, Yahweh, Jesus, I want to do something in my family that's going to be amazing. I want to break generational curses. I want to bring my family up. I want to be a rock for in my family's foundation. I want to be the one that they can come to. I want to help them. I want to give people jobs. I want to bless others. When you ask for those things, okay, here come the training regimen. It's a training regimen. And so in order to fulfill that, chat, you got to change. You got to change your wake up. You got to change your daily routines. God gonna call you to change. And then if you don't, he gonna be like, you ain't serious. And then you say God's not working in your life. You say God is not doing things in your life. But when he gave you the regimen, when he started giving it to you, you could feel it. He started waking you up early in the morning. You up for no reason. It's 3 a.m. You up. And you trying to figure out, why am I up? It's 4 a.m. You up. You up. I'm saying you up. And then you take that time to lay down in bed and try to force yourself to go back to sleep. But when you ask him, you got to be able to hear him. Because he's training. That's his training. He's like, hey, look, I'm getting you up early. Before everybody else get up, I'm getting you up. Because you ain't going to be able to do these things later in the day. I already know that. So I'm going to get you up early. Trust me, he going to give you the energy. He wouldn't get you up early if he's not going to give you the energy for it. You already got it. You already got it. That same energy that you be horny and you be up late at night looking at stuff you ain't got no business looking at. That's the energy I'm talking about. You could have worked the whole day. And then all of a sudden you up early. It's 1:30 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and you went to bed at like 11. And you up and you can't sleep now. Because you feeling a little twingly down there. That's the energy I'm talking about. Now imagine if you take that same energy and you be obedient and do what God is asking you to do. The things that you're praying for, the things that you're looking for, the things that you're aspiring. If you take it and use it for the right reasons. And you focus on it, you discipline yourself. You start working on your knowledge and your wisdom. You start working on what you need to know, what you need to have. Your reading and the comprehension, your ability to be able to assess the situation and be able to, I already got the answers for that. I know what this is, I know what this is, I know what that is. Even when you feel like it ain't working yet, even when you feel like you've been grinding, you've been putting time in, and you've been doing all of this, and it's been 3 months, it's been 6 months, and you still feel like it's still working on you. Because eventually what's working on you is going to work for you. You just got to keep going. You just got to keep going. Keep going. Don't give up. Don't get lighthearted. Don't get lightheaded. Don't get light-winded. Keep going. Keep pushing yourself. Keep going every day, because I promise you it's somebody else who's just complaining while you out there working and in the same position that they could have been in. It's yours. It's yours. When God got a plan, he gonna move people out of the way so he can get you in where you're supposed to be at. Because when you put the work in, you're gonna walk into a building and people gonna feel it and be like, that person is anointed. I can just tell. I woke up to this day and knew I was gonna find somebody like you and knew that you was gonna get this job and knew I was gonna hire you. I just knew it. I just knew it. Like as soon as I saw you, I just knew it. That's that anointing. That's that glow. That means that God then worked on you and you got where you, like when you see a big brolic person walk into a room, you can immediately tell that nigga be working out. They eat right, they diet, they do all that stuff. That person be that's the one. It's just an aura. That's how it is when God is doing something in your life, when he's working on you, when he's trying to get you where you're trying to go. You got that same aura, you got that same glow. You got that same aura, you got that same glow. Trust me. Chosen people always chosen. Chosen people always get chose. But it's you to make the choice to be chosen and be like, look, I'm chosen to do this. I'm chosen to sacrifice. I'm chosen to work. I'm chosen to train. I'm chosen to focus. I'm chosen to discipline. You got to choose it. When you chosen, you just chosen. It is what it is. It is what it is. I hope that this is help. I hope that this helps somebody today, bro. I really do. I hope this helps somebody. I don't know why that was on my heart today. I don't know why that was on my heart today when I woke up this morning. I literally had a confirmation when I watched the YouTube video. I was watching Myron Golden's Bible study. And literally his Bible study was exactly that. Little man, big God. But in today's world, it's big man, little God. We push God aside and we think we could do everything on our own and get it done on our own. And when it fails, we blame God. We blame him when it fails. When it don't go the correct way, it don't go the way that we wanted it to go, we blame him. And if God had a prerequisite and he's showing you, this is what I require from you, and you didn't do none of these things, but you want to blame me. You want to blame me, but this is what I require from you. I want to give you everything, but you got to be obedient. You got to follow. You can't cry. You can't panic and cry every single time things start getting tough. That's what training is. That's what it is. You do not cry when you go play football. You know hell week is coming. You don't cry. You don't get mad when you dog tired, when you running all day, when you got all this equipment on. You know what it is. So you have to be just as spiritually aware too, to know what it is. When God is moving, you have to know what it is. When you ask him for something, you have to know what you're asking for. You have to know you're going to go through some things, but you got to be toughen up. Even when you have your weak moments, it's okay to cry, but it's not okay to tap out. It ain't okay to quit. It ain't okay to quit because you shouldn't have asked him in the first place if you want to change. We understand that it requires, you want a new car, you're going to have to save up money. And that requires discipline. Why do we understand discipline in every other aspect but God? We think God is supposed to be this genie that just does whatever we want him to do. He's supposed to be on his hands and knees doing everything for us so that we can give him love. Because he needs our love. He does not. Let me be very clear. He does not. He got angels to give him worship. He don't need your worship. What he wants is your relationship. Why do we understand that in order to raise up a good child, they need to be disciplined? They need discipline in their life. Why do we get that concept? But when we look at God as our father and understand that when we doing things we're not supposed to be doing, when we moving in a way we're not supposed to be moving, he's going to discipline us because a good father who loves us would do that. You complaining about this person that God took out of your life, that's been hurting your life and you had all of these dreams and aspirations. You've been with this person, and because you don't want to be alone, you let this person deteriorate all your dreams. And so when God is trying to remove them, you keep trying to hold on to them. But then you ask God, I want to elevate, I want to be better, I want to do these things, I want to do something big in my family. And he's trying to remove he's trying to pull out the weeds, and you holding tight to him. Y'all not hearing me. Some of y'all not hearing me, bro. Some of y'all all y'all hear is, y'all, he preaching. You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me. Some of y'all here is just preaching right now. Y'all not hearing me. Why do we understand the concept of sacrifice? Why do we understand the concept of discipline when it comes to being rich or trying to make money in the world, but we don't understand the concept of God and spiritual discipline? Why do we not get that? Why do we understand that a parent who wants the best for us, does the best for us, sacrifices for, will do sacrificing and stuff like that for us? Why do we not get that with God? Why do we not understand that? Why is that concept so hard to get? You want more out of your life, and you go into the person who is the master at planning, master at putting you in a higher position. You hear people that be like, all of this, I give it glory and honor to God. I didn't do none of this. He put me in places where I went through some things. Why do you not get that concept? But you understand when you see a football player who's trained every day, Steph Curry, a basketball player who trains every day to be able to shoot the way he shoots and do what he does. You get that. You can understand that sacrifice, but you can't understand how God works. You can't understand that. You think that God is just supposed to magically give you everything and you're not supposed to work for nothing? And then when you don't receive what you're supposed to receive because your disobedience is his fault? When things happen because you go the opposite direction of where he's taking you, it's his fault now. Again, big you, big man, big person, little God. Big person, big ego, big pride, little God.